Hi guys, welcome to day 18. So today we're going to see 9 simple transition CSS3. Okay, in CSS3 we have different varieties of animations, transition effects. So let me see first transition, then we move on to animations, right? So I come up with 9 different ways how you can use for your web pages. Okay, so let me create 9 different div. Okay, in this file itself. So I'm going to give one heading h1. So 9 simple CSS3 transitions. Okay, this is transitions. Close it. Now let me have first one is fade. So you come across in some sort of like in PPT presentation and all, we will be using transitions, fade in, fade out. So similar to that, we can give this effect in our buttons or in our div designing also, right? So first one is fade. So if we give one div, so inside that div we can make one class. Let me give class name also as fade. Okay, for more clarification we can give like this, and the content also fade. Okay, so fade in, right? So I'm just closing the div, and then I'm moving on to next second simple way, that is grow, right? So grow. So for this also I'm just creating a div with a class called grow. Okay, here I'm just mentioning it as grow. So I'm going to give the same set for all our 9 simple transitions. Okay. Yes, now we have created 9 different divs. Fade, fade in, fade out. Okay, let me give styling. This time going with fade dot fade. Okay, this is first effect. So for this I'm going to give background color as, just for example, I'm going with some random colors. Okay, so width 100 pixel and height also 100 pixel. Okay, I just gave a basic thing for this fade div. Okay, let me see how it is. Yes, now I have given like this. If we give padding, so padding is 20 pixel. Okay, now the content will be in somewhat center position. Okay, it's okay. Now I'm going to give fade for this div. Okay, for that I'm going to give, when I H over on the div, H over. Okay, so when I H over, the opacity should be full opacity. So this is fade in, right? So fade in means it should be like bright. So it should normally be dull, I mean in low opacity. When I H over, the opacity should be completely empty, right? So for this I'm just giving opacity as 0.5. okay, let me see the result. Refresh. Right, so normally we have in dim color, right, because we have given opacity as 0.5. when I H over, the opacity is 1, so it was in complete opacity, right? So mouse out, mouse in, H over. This is fade in. You can make these transition for a button. So for this button and all, we can give like, okay. Now grow. For grow, okay, so this is same for all. Okay, just I'm copying this. Dot grow. So without any transition, so our thing will be like this. I mean the div will be like this. Let me change color. Okay, when I H over on this grow, for that grow colon H over, right? When I H over hyphen WebKit. So this is very new for you. WebKit transform. Okay, WebKit transform means the transformation effect which I am going to give now should be applicable when the website is opened in Chrome or Safari. Okay, sometimes some code will won't work in some browser. Okay, to eradicate this browser incompatibility, we are giving specially for that particular browser. When I give hyphen WebKit means, so this particular line will work in Chrome and Safari. It will work conformly, right? So for that only we are giving WebKit transform. This have been seen in embedding our audio and video also. When one particular audio or one particular video format is not supported by that particular browser means we are giving second option. So same way, when normal transform is not working in current browser means this WebKit will push the website to work in Chrome and Safari, particularly in Chrome and Safari. For Internet Explorer, we have some other option. I will tell you. For Grow, we can use scale option. We have already seen in last class. So scale means it will expand or shrink. Okay, I'm just giving 1.3. It's a random value. So this code should also work in MS. MS means Internet Explorer. So transform, right, colon, some spelling mistake, yes, transform, the same thing, scale 1.3, and directly we can give transform also. When this transform is not working or not supported by the current browser, this style will automatically check for the browser. This MS will be shown in Internet Explorer. This WebKit is shown in Chrome and Safari. And we also have another one that is Moz. Moz means Mozilla Firefox. Okay, if I want to show this particular content in Mozilla Firefox also, we can give that -Moz -transform. If you want to give for Opera, you can give -O -transform. O for Opera. Okay, so this. When I H over on the Grow, this transformation will be happen. It will look like Grow. Refresh. Yes. Yes, it was growing. Now opposite to grow is shrink. So next one is shrink. Shrink. Okay. So normally we will have the same thing here also. So background color, let me change it slightly to BB. Right. So when I mouse over, for shrink class, which we have already created in HTML, so H over. So for shrink, this is slightly opposite to grow, right? So we can just give less than 1. When you give less than 1, so this will happen. So see, okay, I have given this thing for shrink. Basically it will be in grown stage. Okay, I want to reduce the thing, means just place it here and reduce the values to 0, 0, 0. Something is in grown stage, we can shrink it. Okay, the same way we're going to do. See, this was in grown stage. This was somewhat big, right? When I H over, this was shrinking. Okay, shrink. This is shrink, right? So next one is what we have given. Yes, color change. When I mouse over on this thing, the color will be changed. For that, just color, I hope the same name as CH color. I have given it as CH color. So normally it should be like this. Let me change the color. No, GG. Oh my god. Okay. Because we only have values from A to F. Okay, we are unable to use G or and dot, right? So this was hexadecimal, as you know. Okay, so we have given background color. When I H over dot ch color. When I h over, the background will be changed, right? The background will be changed. Simply give the same thing, background, and some other color. Let me change some color. 5 3 A 7 E A. Okay, save it out. Come here, refresh. Basically it was in a color. When I h over, it should change, but it was not changing. Let me check why it was not changing. Okay, I didn't give colon, h over. Save it out. Come here, refresh. Okay, so this is basic color. It was in green color. When I h over, it was in blue color. Right? So you can use these sort of things for giving best presentation. So then next one is rotate. I hope you remember we have seen a rotate transform. Yes, in last class. Dot rotate class. Okay, let me make the same for this also, but with a different color. Let our color will be 58 DD 7E. Some random color only I have chosen. Now dot rotate colon h over. When I h over, some rotate action should be done. You remember the code for rotate? Yes, it was very simple. Transform, rotate, and we can give some value in which degree it wants to be rotated. Okay, so I'm just giving negative for anti-clockwise. Okay, degree. Yes, this is important. DEG. You want to make this as very correct format. And also we can use this compatibility options. For this transition and all, it's better to give these things. Okay. Yes. Now it will surely work in Internet Explorer, Chrome, Safari, and normally what are all which are the browser supporting this transform, it will going to work. For that also, just save it. Come here, refresh. Yes, rotate. When I mouse over, just it was rotating. Now next one is square. Okay, converting square to circle. When I mouse over, we going to convert square to circle. Let me, okay, just we have given circle only. Dot circle, go inside. Okay, let me give the same thing here also, right? So let me change some color here. Okay, save it out. When I h over on the circle, circle colon h over. So I already told you, for making the square into a circle, we can give border radius as 50%. Right? Save it. Come here. Refresh. Yes. Yes. When I mouse over, it becomes circle. It's very simple. The next one is 3D shadow. Going to give shadow. So for this, I just given thread as a class dot thread. Okay, the same thing, the width, height, padding. So repeatedly we are using width, height and padding. Okay, for this I have one option to reduce the code length. We can create a class and put the 3 lines in that class and use that class in all divs. Okay, let me make it in in final touch-up area. Now when I mouse over in this thread div, so it should be with 3D effect. Okay, we have seen box shadow in last class. So in that we have given only 2D shadows, right? X and Y axis. Now we're going to give 3D. So box shadow. Okay, for this 1 pixel and another 1 pixel for X and Y, and we can make with some color. Yes, the same color. Okay. Now this is not semicolon, this is comma. For 3 direction, for 3 way of dimension, we want to give 3 values similar to this by giving comma. Okay, but we want to increase the pixel like this, then only you can find the difference very accurately, right? Then we can use transform. Transform means it want to show from one place to another place. Bebkit hyphen transform colon translate X, translate X, in bracket we can give 3 pixel in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so we can use transform as a command and copy the thing and paste it here. Yes, now save it. So we want to give this in H over option. Come here, refresh. Yes, 3D shadow. When I mouse over, it's going to give. Yes, because we have given only 1 pixel, 2 pixels, similar to that only. Okay, if I want to increase this, I can increase this to 4, and here we can increase this for 6. Okay, save it. Come here, refresh. Yes, now you can notice the fine difference. This is 3D shadow. The next one is inset. Okay, inset means it will be visually like going inside, so that is inset. Okay, come here, check. Yes, this should be done in border, so that's why we are giving it as a border class. Just dot border open. So here you can give border as like we have given box shadow, right? So similarly we can give border here. So before that we want to give this basic width and height with some updated colors. Okay, when I mouse over this border, so dot border colon H over. Okay, when I mouse over in this border, so it should be applied with box shadow. Okay, it is applied in the border. Okay, so box shadow should be in the form of inset because we want to give this effect going inside. Okay, so for that we can give the values like this. So this is left, right, top, bottom, so that values I have just given 25 pixel and with one color. So this color is applied when the box went in. Okay, yeah, same color. Save it out. Come here, refresh. Yeah, this color going inside, so inset. Okay, similarly you can give for outset also, right? So next one is swing. Okay, so swing, yes, same class name. Come here, give swing as this basic width and height with some different colors, 668899, so some random colors. And for this I'm going to tell you one new concept. Okay, before this I'm going to create a keyframe. Okay, so in Flash we will see about keyframes. Only for explaining the keyframe I just added the Flash option in this course material. So keyframe means each and every frame will be separated and that every frame will be looped in a single loop. So this was happened in Flash, right? So here also we going to give the same thing. So at keyframe. Okay, this is a concept, so please watch very accurately. Don't forget to take notes. Each and everything is very important. So I think it was keyframes. Yes, I just named it as swing. Okay, this is not a system defined name. We can give any name, swing 1, swing 2. So just I have given swing. Okay, here when the box is in 15%, what should happen? Okay, so what should happen? Let me give this WebKit. Okay, WebKit transform colon translate x. Okay, translate x bracket 5 pixel. Okay, so you just give for transform also the same thing, so we can eradicate the browser compatibility. Now we just changing the particular div to 5 pixel x axis. Okay, when the keyframe is in 15%. Okay, now when the keyframe is in 30%, you can give any percentage. I am just taking this like 15, 15, 15. So multiples of 15. You can take 20. So next we will take 50%. Okay, so we can take any values. So here I'm going to use the same thing but different value. So translate. Now let it go for the same place. Now just we in previous section we have moved 5 pixel from x. Okay, now again we are repeating to the same position. Okay, same position minus px. Swing. Okay, swing means what? It will start in one position and it will go for another position and again it come for the same position. Okay, the same thing we have done in 30%. So now 50. Let me do the same, but now this time we just move for 3 pixel. Oh sorry, 3 pixel. Right? So after 50 pixel we can give 60 or 70, anything. This time taking as 65%. The same thing. Again minus 3. Okay, we are doing swing example, so minus 3. Okay, after 65 we can take 80. Same thing. This time we going to move for 2 pixel, right? And then 100. For 100%, let me keep it in a default position 0. Okay, now we have created 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. This frame will be looped, okay, looped with the name of swing 1. So for that purpose only we have created this 3 keyframes. Okay, how to loop this? When I mouse over on the swing, okay, when I mouse over on the swing, H over, okay, this should be in an animation format. For that I can give sprightly animation. Okay, animation, the keyframe name. So swing 1, the keyframe name, just copy and paste it here. Okay, keyframe name. Okay, in keyframe name it's better to use only characters. Okay, just I'm changing the values here also. Swings 1 second. For every second, each and every frame should be changed, or you can give it as 2 seconds also. Let me start with 1 second. So ease means effect, ease in, out, ease. So we have some sort of effect when we try to type here, we will come with effects. Okay, when I directly type for animation, you will get some sort of effects, but I always used to try with ease. Okay, so animation, and also animation iteration. Iteration means it should go step by step, one step and after another step. So after completing 15%, it should move on to the 30%. So that is animation iteration count. So it is here. So it is 1. Okay, if I want to show this swing in our WebKit also, means I can go and give like this, WebKit hyphen animation. Similarly, for this iteration count also, it's better to give for WebKit also, because we're going to run it in Chrome, right? So it's better to give like this. Okay, save it. Okay, here we have saved this also. Go refresh. So here, yes, you can notice the swing action. If I am giving this ease to 3 seconds, means it will go very slowly. You can see now. Just mouse over. Yes. If you want to increase this thing also, you can increase. So 15, 15, 15, now 13, so that you can identify a complete difference. Okay, save it out, come here, refresh. Yes, now it swing to 15, 15, 13, 13, similar to that, the value which is given inside the keyframes. Yes, these are 9 different methods which we can use for transitions, right? Animation. So we have already seen animation, that this keyframe, creating keyframe, right? So this is animation. Let me move towards animation concept in depth. So animation is the process of making changes and creating motions with elements. So here in our example, we have created an div. So we just made some sort of motions, right? So that kind of creating motions by means of keyframes, by means of this animation text. So this is animation in CSS3. So in this example we use this keyframes. So this is common keyword for animation. So we want to give some sort of name. In our example we have given swings. So we want to use that name, that is keyframe name, for this this animation. Okay, the keyframe name should be used for the animation. Right, so now let me create another one animation concept using keyframes. So let me create an keyframe at keyframes space any example, just I am giving as animate. Okay, so this is our own keyword. Oh my god. Okay, animate. Okay, so our own keyword, I mean our own keyframe name. Okay, it's not keyword, it's keyframe name. Okay, keyframe is used to control the animation steps. So one step to another step. So that steps and all controlled in keyframe. So in previous example we have seen this percentage, right? So now we can see two keywords, that is from, okay, from background. So we're going to change from one background color to another background color. Just for example I'm taking it as pink. Okay, I'm going to change it to, so to background color. Okay, so let it be green. Okay, now so I have created one keyframe with the name animate. Okay, I'm going to use this for a div. Let me create that too. So okay, animation, right? So I already swing is also done with animation only, but anyway we want to see some example with from and to. That's why I'm just creating this. Here let me give same animate as a class, again animate, right? So save it out, come here, dot animate. So this is a class name which we have given. So for this also let me give some height width, right? So initially we have some other color, but we're going to change from to. Okay, then we want to give animation, right? Okay, so animation, or we can use animation name. So here we use simply animation and given the name and seconds and the transition effect. Here I'm going to split it out, animation as an animation name, right? So name is animate, right? So duration should be 5 seconds. So let me see, duration, animation duration is 5 seconds. Okay, for changing from this color to this color, okay, it will take 5 seconds. That is animation duration, right? So save it out, come here and refresh. Now we have this animate, right? So yes, let me give some action there. When we H over, it should happen, or else on load itself it should happen. Actually we didn't give any H over effect here, so it happening on load itself. So let me give this as 5 seconds, sorry 15 seconds, refresh and watch what is going to happen. See, yes, I hope you can notice that it's starting from pink and slightly taking 15 seconds to reach that green color from 2, right? So I hope you understand these concepts. If you have any doubt, ping us in our email ID. So my email ID is me@digitalnitya.com. You can mail me with your doubts, okay, or else you can WhatsApp to our team WhatsApp group. You can create some sort of animation effect or transition effect by using these 9 simple CSS3 transition effect for task. Create it and upload it in the task section. Do it for past day, I mean for yesterday's session I have given you to create a product box, right? So product div, I hope so. Yes, you just give this fade in, grow, shrink effect for product images. You try to give it for images. I just given here for div, right? So you give it for product images, right? So you try it your own and upload it in task section. Thank you so much for watching. I will meet you in next session. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.